better be using that creator code TSM_day1. Or Thick Daddy gonna come over there and take your toes, man.
Kid's such a bitch.
making sure he wouldn't follow me. I was about to hit that man with a gat. Hey, here, boy. Yeah, you wanna come out here? You pulling up on with that weak doo-doo cousin? It don't work like that, baby. Homie skillet biscuit in the club. Pull up on me, I'm taking the dub. See a thick booty, I get rub. Trying to get blasted. They're bumping. Oh, hey!
So fucking much.
What the hell, brother? What the hell, brother? No, Daquan, come on, dude. Please, no, Daquan. No.
Gucci gang, what's Gucci squad? What the fuck? This camera's just been tweaking. Like, I took a shower with it, guys. Not with it, but like, you know, like the steam got into it, and it's just been tweaking ever since. Oh, is it blurry? Hold on. Pull up with a drum on that Glock. Hey. Alright, it's alright. Boom. Alright, you guys, let's start this video so I can see it. Hey. Hey, so, roll with your parent. Right with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as me getting better and better in this rapping, it's really possible. Now, as far as singing, I could get better and better in singing, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to choir, how do you say that? And just, like, practice, you know, my vocals and stuff, but, like, that's just too much for me. Maybe later on the road I'll do that, but, like, right now I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying?
I'm so fucking done.
Regardless of the dramatic change in her son's behavior in 2017. After pressing him for an explanation, however, the mom was left heartbroken by his response. A resident of Garden City, New York, Deirdre and her husband Keith are the proud parents of 5 children: Darby, Liam, Jacinta, Moran, and John Joe. In 2016, Liam started 7th grade at Garden City Middle School and showed a real passion for one sport in particular. Indeed, Liam was a keen soccer player, with that drive eventually earning him a place on the school team. Heading into 7th grade, then, the youngster was very active, going out on his bike to meet up with his pals in the neighborhood. In addition, Deirdre's son also had a healthy appetite. However, the mom of 5 started to notice a slight change in Liam as the year came to an end. One chilly winter afternoon, Liam handed me his cell phone and told me he didn't want it anymore. Deirdre wrote on health website The Well in September 2018. I asked why, but he brushed off my inquiry with a shrug and slunk back to his room, closing the door behind him. Following a brief moment of confusion, Deirdre put the phone away, but as time went on, she started to notice some other unusual changes in her son. Indeed, Liam was no longer going out to see his friends, with his bike now a permanent fixture in the family's garage. That wasn't the biggest concern, though. At the end of the school year, Liam took part in some soccer trials, earning a place in the team. But then something changed. Liam didn't pick up his soccer ball for the rest of the summer, Deirdre wrote on Facebook in October 2017. I was so confused. Unfortunately, the issues didn't end there. Liam spent some time in Saratoga, New York, with his dad in July 2017, but Keith began to notice another very worrying change in his son. While he was there, my husband said Liam is not eating like he used to, Deirdre continued. When he came home, I noticed the weight loss. He started to eat just one meal a day. Understandably concerned, Deirdre tried to coax an explanation out of her son as he continued to lose weight. When Liam insisted that he was okay, she then made a decision. I took him to the doctor, and he had lost about 10 pounds since June, the mom wrote on Facebook. With that in mind, Liam was taken to Cohen Children's Hospital a short time later, spending just over a week in the facility. At that point, the start of the new school year was fast approaching, but Keith and Deirdre were still worried about their son's condition. We contacted guidance at the school, the dad told ABC News in October 2017. We said, can you please look out for Liam? And they assured us everything will be fine. Continue. And his birthday was that Friday, September 8th. And that day, he came home, and he had a big bruise on his face. We asked him what happened. He said, "Oh, I tripped. I fell down the stairs." Liam's weight dropped by another 5 pounds over those few days, which led to a very tough conversation with his mother in the family's kitchen. Desperate for some answers, Deirdre pressed him and finally made a breakthrough. Her son's response left her emotionally devastated, however. Liam told me he was bullied terribly in 7th grade, Deirdre wrote on Facebook. It started when he made the soccer team. 2 kids told him he sucked and shouldn't have made the team. There were unnecessary pushes and kicks. He was told he was weird, he was fat, his freckles were weird, his eyebrows were weird. They used horrible language and called him nasty words, Deirdre continued. I asked him how often it happened. He looked at me crying and said, every day, Mom. They broke him. He believed he was no good and stopped playing soccer because it just reminded him of them. As they continued to talk, Liam also revealed the true cause of the bruise on his face. He was putting his lock on his gym locker, and a boy came and pushed his face against the locker, Deirdre wrote. He was alone in the locker room. There are no monitors in the gym locker room. Liam was subsequently taken back to the hospital the following day before being moved to another facility in New Jersey. Basically, the diagnosis was eating disorder and depression that was brought on by continuous bullying.
Jumping out of plane. One of the best. Oh, I'm here to tell you subscriptions. This is legit. I don't know if you know about that, but okay. Enjoy.
Okay?
Yeah, man.
Sorry. I wish I...
Oh, no, it's not you.
All right.
No, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks, man.
Gonna be all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, Charnel, is that you?
No, it's not me. I'm sorry.
You're not Charnel?
No.
Are you sure? Can you help me find a beer, please?
Beer?
Yeah, I need a beer. I can't see the beer, but I can taste the beer. I don't want no coffee.
I don't see...
Sorry.
You sound hot.
I sound hot. Oh, look.
Ah.
social experiment. It's just a thing, bro. Alright, good talking to y'all. She said, I hope you fall and break your shins.
I'm so sorry.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, hey. Out somewhere? Oh, no, I'm saving. It's publicity for us, so. Yeah. Alright, hey, it's just a video. Somebody just came out of that store, so that lady freaked out. They called the cops, and the cops are gonna come trespass us. So, we out this bitch. If you're watching this and you're the people who call the cops, subscribe. Sit.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Oh, fuck. Oh. Shit. Fuck, that hurt. Fuck, that wasn't even worth it. Oh, that's wrong. Fuck.
We're using this for a special experiment. I'm not actually.
Subscribe.
When I met you in summer.
A 16-year-old apologizes to a teen murder victim's family before learning his fate.
At 5, we told you about 18-year-old Mitchell Savickas' sentence of life in prison for the murder of Isaiah Blue.
Daniel Benavides was also sentenced today for the crime, and 24-hour News's Lindsay McComo is in studio tonight with his apology to Blue's family.
Sue and Brian, Daniel is just 16 years old, and he didn't actually pull the trigger in the murder. He pled guilty to second-degree murder and learned today he'll spend 20 to 40 years in prison. Blue's mother had a very emotional message for him before he addressed the court.
You must change. Otherwise, you would end up dead.
16-year-old Daniel Benavides will spend his 20s and early 30s in a prison cell, a fate even Isaiah Blue's mom is emotional thinking about.
Daniel, as a mother, I cannot help but to feel sorry for you. You are too young to be here. You have not only stolen from me, you stole it from those that love you too. You stole from yourself.
Benavides didn't pull the trigger, but he did have a gun and was with Mitchell Zavickas the night he murdered Blue. His attorney reminded the judge of that, which Seaton echoed.
Don't blindly follow selfish people. Following your brother is why you are here now. He did not think about my son or you. As much as I want to hate you, I can't. You are just a kid. You think you know how it works, but you don't know anything.
The judge sentenced Benavides to 20 to 30 years behind bars for his second-degree murder plea, plus another 2 for the felony firearm charge. He had something to say to Blue's family.
I want to apologize to Isaiah Blue's mother, his fans, and the rest of his family. I'm not a good speaker and all, but these words coming from my heart. I'm not expecting people to sound one. I just hope and pray I can understand that my intention was for Isaiah Blue to pass away that night.
Now, Blue's family declined talk. sentences, she doesn't feel like they received justice. Live in the studio, Lindsay McCommell, 24-Hour News 8.